Welcome, everyone. Look where we are.
We're inside.
We're
Banc of
inside.
California, baby!
Do you think people never thought that we get inside? Like they keep us out there for a reason?
Yeah, I know.
People are talking about us.
Welcome in. Welcome into the chat. This is going to be really fun. I am so excited. Look at this view. Like, this couldn't be a better view for a pregame tailgate. I am Kalopsis. With me, Filly, Scarf,
hello,
Vince Rosa,
and all of you.
Yeah, and all of you guys. Like, if you're watching in the stadium, wave. We'll probably see you from here. If you're in the chat, we love to get your thoughts, feedback, opinion, questions, whatever it is. So yeah, we love it. Get in the chat. It's gonna be fun. How are you guys feeling? Just really like being here right now.
This is almost indescribable to be here to do this. It's very loud though, so we're gonna have to try to do our best to get through this show the best we can. And I'm actually gonna take us to our next thing right here, guys. It's May 1st. Today is the first day of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. It's not just one day, it's an entire month, but today we're celebrating here at LAFC. So you'll see a lot of people walking around with shirts, not too unlike JR's shirt, because LAFC has recently teamed up with a group of artists, and they've been making shirts, Asian American artists. There's a Filipino shirt, there's a Korean shirt, there's a Vietnamese shirt. You're seeing the artists there. This is something that's incredible. We lean into our community here at LAFC. We lean into the people that we know, love this club, and this is important to our club. It's not just about the night. It's about doing things that are real people. And you see the shirt. That is the shirt. That is the,
there you go.
That is the Korean American shirt, correct?
It is, correct.
And I want to say to all of you that are seeing this shirt, or Connor Kalopsis actually there, has some food from Soul Sausage, which is an Asian American owned and operated right here in the bank since day one.
Yep.
Guys, use these. Use the food, use the art as gateways into this whole month, because the history of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders within this state in particular is vast, and it is huge. So make sure that it's not just the art, it's not just the food, it's everything, and you learn more about the history here.
Absolutely. It continues to be a reflection of not just the 3252, but the 22,000 people that fill the Cathedral of the Black and Gold and all of Los Angeles as a whole. With that, the way to kick off Asian American Pacific Islander Month, let's talk about the starting lineup.
Yeah, why not?
For
Let's keep it
today's
rolling.
match. Of course, we've got Maxime Crepeau manning the pipes back there.
That's a given.
We've got Chiqui Palacios, Mamadou Fall, Jesus David Murillo, and Franco Escobar. You can hear them taking the pitch right behind me. A little bit of a surprise with Latif Blessing on the starting lineup there in the midfield, along, of course, with Ilie Sanchez and Kellen Acosta. Of course, Chicho Arango, Mahala Opoku, and the captain himself, Carlos Vela, rounding out Dolo Ball and the starting 11 for Steve Cherundolo.
Okay, so a couple changes here. Quick points on this, a lot though the same. Anybody got quick thoughts on this starting 11?
I mean, look, this is a team that really wants to come out there and clobber Minnesota United. If we really think about it, Minnesota United, we haven't had a great deal of success against this team. We have not beaten them since May of 2018. And that is really a tough statistic, a tough pill to swallow. In 2019, when we were the best in the West and the best in MLS, Mason Toy broke our hearts with a brace, 2-0 at Banc of California Stadium. Steve Cherundolo knows this. Their players, they know this. They need to go out there, strike hard, strike fast, and stick it to Minnesota United here on a Sunday fun day. Our lineup is going to go out there and take care of business against the Midwestern team that is in 5th place today.
Connor, you and I, coming into this season, we loved Franco Escobar, but then he unfortunately got an injury. How excited are you to see him back in this lineup? What do you expect from him?
Was that an exclusive, just me and you?
No, I know Jordan Harvey loved Franco Escobar.
It's really exciting. We saw him getting a couple minutes here and there, especially against Orange County during the U.S. Open Cup. I think it's time. He's back. He's back and ready to attack.
The midfield?
Look, midfield, Latif starting. How many teams can say they can bring a player
You're a big
like...
fan of Latif Blessing. I know this, so I know you're stoked.
Latif. I'm stoked about that, but also...
Yeah, but finish that thought.
Can any other team bring a player like Jose Cifuentes off the bench if we need to? A player like Pancho Ginella just waiting there? The deepest team in MLS continues to show why we are.
Well, let's talk about being deep, because they roll out the front three of Mahala, Chicho, and Carlos Vela. Yeah. There's still the Moose. Right? He's not quite loose. He's going to be sitting on that bench for a little bit, but Steve's willingness to go to his bench in key moments, and as he said, change the game. How do you guys feel about what we're able to bring off the bench? And by the way, this is with injuries to Ishmael Tashori-Shroudy and Brian Rodriguez, and we're still top of the league making subs and changing games.
Look, 6 goals scored by substitutes so far this season, tops in MLS. All the buttons that Dolo is pushing, left, right, midfield, back line, whatever it is, he's been doing the right thing, and our subs have been coming through for us.
Look, go ahead.
Are there physical buttons that he presses?
In the locker room, is the whole,
Really?
yeah.
That's cool.
There's a
They
secret
come
door.
in, there's a little red light flashing. It's like time to go.
Oh.
I mean, if you think about it, there have been no goals scored on LAFC after the first half, which is kind of an incredible statistic if you think about it. Bob Bradley was criticized for making the wrong subs, potentially at the wrong time. But Steve Cherundolo looks like a mad scientist going out there and putting in the players that he needs to. We got 12 players that have scored on LAFC. We've had no goals scored in the second half. This is a second half team, but what they need to do to overcome their dilemmas is come out hard and strike first, because we've been talking about this all season long. They've been starting off slow. They've been having to come back from behind. And Minnesota's a team that likes to counter. Minnesota's a team that likes to score on set-piece defense. So LAFC needs to buckle down and take care of that in order to win this game.
I would say slow starts, though. I felt like against Cincinnati, yes, they went behind. And look, I've gone on about what are we saying when we say slow starts. You can say results, but I think in terms of creating chances and limiting chances, Cincinnati not too bad. They created a lot of chances. I think they just need to be sharper.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily slow.
Yeah, no, I agree. Connor, players to watch for today, who do you think, buddy? It's so loud in here right now. This is great.
Yeah. What? For you guys watching, I don't know if you're new, but if you are, we do this thing here
Hopefully
on
we have some
Website
new people
Football.
Hopefully.
It's called Players to Watch. If you're back again, it's your time to win some prizes. If you're new, you can also win some prizes.
Right.
What Players to Watch is you pick one player from each team, and based off of the MLS fantasy scoring system, the player with the most points will win this LAFC team sign. Look at that.
Beautiful hat.
There are not too many times that a full LAFC team signed hat comes around.
You can't tell, but there's an awful lot of signatures on this hat.
And it's legit. It's a new era hat, too.
So
it's not just one we found on the street.
Give us your picks in the chat, on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere, and you could win that just like that.
As far as players to watch are concerned, look, we got to look at Minnesota United, and we got to look at Emmanuel Reynoso. By the way, no relation to our very own Jerry Reynoso, which, by the way, happy birthday, Jerry Reynoso.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Nothing but love, buddy. 2 goals, 3 assists, a Boca Juniors player and Argentine legend. Arguably, Minnesota United's best player. Clearly, a man to keep an eye out for on Minnesota United. And as far as LAFC is concerned, Chicho Arango has started to find his form. He's coming out there. He's played in 25 games. He's scored 16 goals. He's had 13 assists. There's no reason to think that Chicho Arango isn't going to continue to contribute and smash Minnesota United. Mark my words. Chicho Arango is going to smash one past Dane St. Clair. Those are my 2 players to watch, folks.
I love it.
Are you good?
I'm good.
He's better than good, baby.
Fine and dandy, Connor. It's Sunday Fun Day, baby. Coffee really works.
Sunday Fun Day.
It's your turn.
I actually agree with you. That's why my picks are the exact same.
Hey, great minds think alike, folks.
Chicho Arango and Emmanuel Reynoso. I mean, like, I could say why, but, I mean, you already did it. So, Vince.
Oh, so let me just fill all the time.
There you go.
Let me say something that's going to blow all your minds. If you know Jerry Reynoso, and happy birthday to you, Jerry. Jerry's going to give me a text and be like, why are you always calling me out on the broadcast? So happy birthday to you, Jerry. But think about this, Jerry. You, Mamadou Fall are the same age.
Oh my God, that's a...
I'm going to just,
Someone is
I'm going to head out
actualizing their
now.
potential.
See you guys.
All right, so I'm going to do
other one
my,
is Jerry Reynoso.
Connor's out of here because he's thinking about when he's turning 19. I'm going to do my players to watch. My players to watch, I am going to pick Reynoso as well. He is a great player and their best player, most creative, goals and assists. I bristle a little bit at calling him an Argentine legend. I don't think he's reached that status quite yet. However, he's a very good player. And then on the other side, I picked Sifu. And yes, he's not starting in this game, but against Cincinnati, he found himself in positions to score goals and create assists. And I think he's going to be a little bit sharper. I think they're going to use him in this game.
Yeah.
Steve is not afraid to use his subs. So Sifu, come in, maybe a goal and assist to put the team over the top. As we say, contributions from subs, and not just contributions from subs, game-winning contributions from subs.
Look, I realize this is all based on the MLS fantasy point scoring system. No, thank you. These are my players that I want to come here to watch. I am a forward Madison Flamingos fan myself. That's my USL League One team.
Why?
That would be
What's a
James
Madison
St.
Flamingo?
Clair, the former forward Madison Flamingo. I'm going to have to watch him a whole bunch tonight because LAFC is going to make his night real rough here at the Banc. But he's still my player to watch on Minnesota United. And look, 99 goals and assists combined for one Captain Carlos Vela coming into the match. Tonight will be where he gets not only 100, but 101 and 102 as well. I can't wait to see Carlos Vela make it rain tonight on Sunday here on Minnesota United. Carlos Vela, Dane St. Clair.
Is it true that Dane St. Clair's goalkeeper jersey is pink because he eats a lot of shrimp?
It could be. Why not?
I mean, forward Madison is
forward
the Flamingos. Am I
Flamingos,
correct on that?
absolutely, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Some of the sweetest kids in all
Why
of
are there
United States
flamingos in the
soccer.
state of Wisconsin is what I'd really like to know.
Wait, Wisconsin's a state?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Some people in the Midwest, yes, it is.
We apologize to
mind
everybody in
too, not gonna
Wisconsin.
lie.
Yeah, sorry to all you Wisconsin people. Just so you know,
Yeah,
guys,
all those Wisconsin
you still-
people in the chat.
Yeah, all
of
those
them.
Wisconsin. I know.
All
Look
of
at the chat just piling up with Wisconsin people. Just so you guys know, you still have your chance to pick your player, one from each team. You just need to get it to us before kickoff, and we will hash out the winners on Monday's show, LAFC 360. So you got to watch Monday's show, LAFC 360 at 1 p.m. to see who won that hat that Philly has on.
You guys could win, and if you don't, if you could not know if you won.
Right?
Hey, Philly, don't get too attached to that hat because I don't think
I
you're
mean, I
taking
might
it home.
walk out with it. Y'all better stop me. It's going to take three of y'all to tackle me because this really is a dope hat. Go out there and contribute. There's a lot of signatures on this.
One of the best things about this show is we give you some analysis, we've got chances to win, and then we have games that are just solely for pride, and that's our 110 football prop bets.
Absolutely.
For those of you that aren't degenerate gamblers, like the man to my right,
Hello.
prop bets are your chance to pick kind of these weird bets, like first goal scorer or who's going to make the most saves. It's just it's totally random stuff, but it's fun because it gets you really into the game, gets you watching the game. So we have some of our own. They're all for pride.
Yep.
Right?
Just for fun.
No money has exchanged hands
No
as far
money.
as I know.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take us through to our first prop bet, and that first prop bet, guys, is first goal scorer. So you guys in the chat, let us know who you think between either team is going to be the first goal scorer. Connor,
Yes.
who will be the first goal scorer in this game, according to your prop bet?
Good question. Chicho Arango.
Are you guessing or telling me?
I am telling you
Got it.
that is what's going to happen.
Okay.
It's going to happen in
Like
the
it.
first half.
All right, Philly?
I hate to say the fact that history does have a tendency to repeat itself. Robin Lod, the Finnish finisher, a man who has seen success in Greece with Panathinaikos, a man who has seen success in Portugal, a man who, over the course of 250 plus games, has scored almost 50 plus goals within his career. To quote Anchorman, 20% of the time, he scores all of the time. Robin Lod, first goal scorer in this game.
I'm going to do that math, and while I do, can you give me your goal scorer?
The math was actually sound, but I will say this, Carlos Vela. I talked about it already. He's on 99. That's how he gets 100. A left-footed strike from the left foot of God. Carlos Vela.
People in the chat are excited to see Carlos Vela break
Absolutely.
that century mark.
Absolutely.
And he would be one of the fastest players to do that all the time.
Yep.
Mine is going to be Sifu because I like the value bet. I took my guy that's player to watch. I just like to pack them all together because it makes me feel like I can keep track of all
I'm
these
rubbing
things.
off on you. Be
Yeah,
careful.
I can't keep track of all these things. That's why I do it. Okay, our next prop bet is the first yellow card.
Yeah.
First yellow card. I will start us off. I went with Michael Boxall. Michael Boxall, he's a defender for Minnesota. Scarf.
He does like the yellow cards.
He
but
can
we-
be a bit clumsy.
We still have Jesus David Murillo. He's starting tonight.
Thank God we do. I love that guy.
Murray, you're my guy, buddy. First yellow.
Okay, first
I mean,
yellow.
He's got a reset button on him. He sat out the last game. I'm talking about Mamadou Fall, baby. He doesn't have to worry about yellow card penalties. He's going to be my first pick for a yellow card.
Murillo, because Murillo.
Got it.
Thank
Amen.
you. Thank
By
you.
the way, people are excited. Yes, Ollie is about to come out, and that's very exciting. It's
Okay.
gonna happen behind us.
How great would it be if Ollie came and like attacked you?
Not great at all. Those talents.
It would
are-
make
are
for good.
great.
that
It would
news
make
he
for
had.
good television.
All right, well, while Ollie's doing that, let's move on to our third prop bet. Guys, this is an easy one for you in the chat. It's 50-50 here. Who will make the first sub, Minnesota or LAFC? Connor.
I have Minnesota because why not?
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Wow, hot takes, Connor, as always.
I mean, I would hate to say the fact
But
that
these are things like every week we do this, and I'm just kind of like trying to make an educated guess. I'm just gonna leave it up to chance this time.
Got it.
I mean,
well, it's a 50-50.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about chance. None of us know anything. If we were able to predict stuff like this, we would own Banc of California Stadium and our own islands. But at the end of the day, if we're going to play this game, I am going to pick the fact that LAFC will be the first team that's going to sub. Why? Because they find themselves in a situation where they have to come from behind. So LAFC, 65th minute, they have the first sub.
Are you okay?
I'm good, bro.
Andreas has a prop bet that Ollie lands on the 110 set. What do you think the odds of that would be?
At least 100 to 1.
Yeah.
But it would be awesome.
But Andres, if you hit on that, I mean, a lot of pride. We can't give you any money.
Right.
Scarf.
Look, Minnesota's going to be down 2-0 at the half, so they're going to look to press all the right buttons like Dolo does. Minnesota, first sub.
And I am going to go LAFC because I think Steve Cherundolo presses all those right buttons. I think it's going to be a bit of a cagey match, so I expect him to then send in his league-leading substitute contribution to goals, and he will change the game with those substitutes. So I'm going to go with LAFC. Okay, our final prop bet is over/under combined saves between both goalkeepers at 7.5. Scarf, where do you fall on that?
I never like to bet the under because I always like to bet for things to happen rather than for things not to happen. So I'm taking the under, like I just said. Here we go.
Maxime Crepeau hasn't been very busy all season long. And the only keeper between the two sides that's going to face a flurry of goals is going to be Dane St. Clair. But either way you want to slice or dice it, sorry, Scarf, it's going to be under 7.5 on saves.
I just want to say, I think Scarf's player to watch was Dane St. Clair, but you don't think it's going to be over 7.5
good
saves?
point.
Correct.
Anyway, I'm going to say under. Crepeau will not have too many shots faced. St. Clair won't save too many shots that he faced.
Yes,
So.
love it.
You know what's interesting is I'm going to go under also, and I don't think we've ever all been in accordance on something like this.
Go team!
Go team!
Hey, go
Although
110. Great minds think
score
alike, baby.
says that maybe I should have thought about going the over. We'll get to that in a second, but I think it's a cagey match. I think we're going to have some finishers here, but not a lot of shots on target. Maybe a lot of shots of off target.
Yeah.
For that reason. Okay, so we're going to, from here to our parlays. If you don't know how a parlay works, it's basically combining of 3 bets, and you have to hit on all of them. So what we do here is we pick 2 of those 4 that we just went through. So 2 that you feel really strongly about, because again, you have to hit on all of them. And then we combine the score, which I think is the hardest part.
Yeah. Look,
Although I've been very good at the score this year. I just like to remind
you
people.
have been pretty solid at the score this year. Here's what I will say. My parlay, I'm going to go with the under 7.5 saves. I'm sticking with that. And I'm also going to go with Minnesota to make the first sub on my 3-1 scoreline. So the scoreline 3-1, Minnesota first sub, and under 7.5 saves. That's my parlay.
Philly?
My parlay, simple. Yellow card, Mamadou Fall, starting things off. First goal, Robin Lod, because, well, the finisher scores 20% of the time, every time. And then the under 7.5 saves.
I agree with the 7.5 saves, like the 2 of you.
Hey, this is not a team effort here.
This is a team effort. 2-1 win for LAFC. Not going to be a crazy game, and Murray with the first yellow card.
What do you mean by not a crazy game?
It's just going to be just simple.
Just a game.
Just a game.
It is a simple game. 2 teams, 1 ball, 11 players each. Try to get in the goal.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe they should try that.
They should try that.
Yeah, that'd be a cool game. Okay, my parlay is going to be Sifu, which is going to have to be interesting because he's going to have to get subbed in to become the first goal scorer. I went with saves because, again, I think it's going to be a cagey match. So under on the saves. And then I went 3-1, which is going to be what is weird for me. I want under saves. So these guys are going to have to be like just sharpshooters here.
Really on target.
Or missing a ton and then finally scoring a little bit.
Yep.
How do you guys feel about your parlay?
Look, you have the best value bet, I think, out of all of it, especially with Sifu coming off the bench. Connor would be next in terms of the most money that we could mythically win, but it's going to be fun either way.
Philly, you were pretty calm about yours, so I feel like you feel the best about it.
Vince, I got to tell you, growing up, I made a lot of bets on the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They made a whole
gotta
movie
tell
about
you
that.
a lot. But in terms of this game, I feel pretty darn good. Under 7.5 saves, Mamadou Fall, yellow card, and Robin Lod. Why not? I'm gonna win this bet. And
Guys-
I'm gonna take this beautiful hat home. I don't care what y'all think.
You guys
Get
can
that
see it
hat
right
from me.
I don't
there.
think he can win
The
that.
team is coming out. Check, go, yeah, there you go. Look at that.
That's pretty
not
incredible.
a screensaver,
This is
folks.
not.
Right over Philly and Scarf shoulders.
Between us.
You can see the team coming out.
This is so cool.
This is so cool. Well, guys, because the team is coming out, the anthem is coming up. But while the anthem goes on, why don't you guys check out Steve Trundolo and I? We hang out at training every week, which is pretty cool.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This week we talked about being at home because there's going to be 5 of 7 games at home in this month for LAFC. So check out me talking with Steve Trundolo about the finer things in life at home.
I want to talk quickly about Danny Masovsky. The Moose was loose again. He's been playing well. I want to ask you just specifically for your principles and your game model, what is it that Danny shows? What characteristics does he have that really fit into it?
Well, I think that goal sums it up that he scored in Cincinnati. He's very goal-oriented, direct. He runs towards goal. His touches take him towards goal, and he shoots.
In the area, now Baylor. Quickly, into the middle now. Shot Musovsky. Goal! Baylor beats Musovsky, and the Moose is loose in Cincinnati.
He's a very effective player, simple, pragmatic at times, but extremely effective, and somebody we're happy to have.
All right, let's move on to the fun stuff. So I've not told you the theme because this will be an easy theme.
Okay.
The theme is about home. In the process of buying a new home, what were must-haves for you?
Location is important. We wanted to stay on the west side of LA, which we particularly like, but a little garden for the kids and for the family just to kind of be a family.
What is the show that you watch when you finally get some time to just watch an adult show?
That means if we don't fall asleep with the kids, because we're both exhausted. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Selling Sunset is one that was...
Why do you need that? You just bought a house.
I don't know, because,
Are you into
because
it?
it's entertaining. No, I wouldn't say I'm into it, but you asked, is there a show that we both watch together?
That's like that's junk food TV,
I'm
right?
into it, yeah. I mean, I'm not getting any sort of intellectual advantage or knowledge out of this show, but it's entertainment.
Selling Sunset.
Watch the car wreck.
Yeah, if you take one thing away from this, is that Steve Trundolo just got to turn off the mind, goes to Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you can check out the rest of that, the entire episode, and I recommend that you do. That's at LAFC's YouTube channel. We do it every week, but why don't you check out the past ones? We're already at 9, so you got a lot of watching to do, so get to that. All right, guys. We said we were going to take them right up to kickoff, and we weren't lying.
We're almost there.
So we're almost there. We are going to tell you guys how LAFC needs to play to win this game, and we call it Shoot Your Shot. It's just our kind of, if we were giving the pep talk, we were coaching, this is what we would do.
Right.
And I'm going to start us off. I'm going to say contain Emmanuel Reynoso. He obviously is their most dangerous player. I think if you mark him out of this game or press him out of this game or hurry him to the point where he can't pick up his head and pick a pass, you're going to be very successful in this game, and LAFC is going to have a lot of joy going forward. All right, that was my shot. Scarf, what is your shot for this game?
Look, my shot is to continue the party that started here on Friday evening. Angel City FC played their inaugural match out here and kicked the party off with a 2-1 victory over the North Carolina Courage. So LAFC, all we need to do is play the way that we know how, play the way that we have all season, to continue that party, to shut this bank down. End of Sunday night, we go home with 3 more points, continue the fun, continue the celebration through Sunday.
Connor?
My shoot your shot is bring the fight to Minnesota against Cincinnati. The team looked a little flustered in the later stages of the game when Cincinnati was really putting it on them, getting real chippy. I want LAFC to put pedal to the metal and bring the game to Minnesota.
All right, Philly, take us home.
History has a tendency to repeat itself, but folks, no freaking way. Not today, not tonight, not at Banc of California Stadium. It doesn't matter if we only beat them in May of 2018. LAFC is going to come in full throttle, and they're going to avenge themselves. They're going to beat Minnesota United, and we're going to avenge every single loss that we have had. Sorry, Connor. I didn't mean if I was spitting like Sylvester suffering succotash. But either way, we are going to win today, and it's going to be the second loss that Minnesota United is going to have against this LAFC team. Let's go!
So today we have or you take it away.
All right, I'll take it away, guys. Join us. We have Monday is all of our great shows about LAFC, LZ 360. That's at 1 p.m.
There's a lot of stuff this
There's a
week.
lot of stuff, but we don't have time.
Kickoff is about to happen.
Yeah, kickoff is about to happen, guys. So we're going to take you right to kickoff.
Thank you
FS1
guys
is
so
where
much.
You go for this. We'll see you in postgame right back here.
They're playing. Look, they're not playing yet. We can show it.
Not a
screensaver,
They're about
They're
to play.
playing the anthem live.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye,
Join us
guys.
right here after the match. See you soon. Thank you. Vamos LAFC. Let's go.
Go! Cut the lights.